First strike. The massive Kraken warships appeared without warning, their obsidian hulls blotting out the sun over Earth's major cities. General Sarah Chen stood in the United Earth Defense Command Center, watching the alien vessels through hardened sensors. Unlike the panic erupting across the globe's surface, the underground facility maintained an eerie calm. "They're broadcasting," Lieutenant Marcus Wong reported, his fingers dancing across the quantum interface. The alien transmission filled the command screens, revealing a being with iridescent scales and multiple eyes arranged in complex patterns. "People of Earth," the translation matrix converted the alien's resonant voice, "the Kraken Empire claims your world. Your species shows promise but remains too volatile for independence. Submit within 24 hours or face extinction. Resistance is pointless. Our scans detect no significant space presence." General Chen allowed herself a slight smile. For 50 years, humanity had maintained an elaborate deception, carefully hiding their true technological advancement. Every apparent failure in their space program had been carefully orchestrated cover for their real progress. The Kraken Empire wasn't the first alien civilization to find Earth, just the first to announce themselves officially. The display shifted, revealing massive underground complexes beneath every major mountain range and ocean floor. Hidden shipyards housed vessels that combined stolen alien technology with humanity's unique innovations. While they watched Earth's public space programs stumble with chemical rockets, humanity had been building something far more significant. "Status of the defense fleet?" Chen asked. 10,000 combat-ready vessels hidden throughout the solar system, Wang replied. "Our ships incorporate technology we developed from studying crashed alien ships, enhanced by human ingenuity and our particular talent for warfare." The Security Council's faces filled the secondary screens. "Your assessment, General?" "The Kraken Empire hasn't faced real opposition in millennia. Their tactics are predictable, unchanged since they became the dominant power in this sector. We've studied every piece of combat data we could salvage. They fight like an empire. We'll fight like humans." The Council President's expression hardened. "You have authorization. Show them humanity's answer to extinction-level threats." Chen nodded and opened a global command channel. "All Perseus forces, this is General Chen. Implementation authorization. Defiance Protocol. I say again, Defiance Protocol is now active." Across Earth, hidden facilities hummed to life. Massive doors opened in mountain ranges worldwide. Concealed hangars activated. In orbit, what appeared to be space debris transformed into weapon platforms. The Kraken Empire had expected submission from a primitive species. Instead, they were about to learn why humanity had survived every challenge in its history. Continued in next parts. Hidden Strength. Captain Maya Patel stood on the bridge of the UES Shadowhawk, concealed within Neptune's rings. Her vessel, along with thousands of others, had waited in perfect silence for this moment. Earth's quantum camouflage technology, developed from studying deep-sea creatures, rendered them invisible even to the Kraken's advanced sensors. "Strike teams report ready," Lieutenant James Martinez announced, his hand steady over the neural interface. The holographic displays showed Earth's hidden fleets positioned throughout the solar system. Unlike the Kraken's rigid formations, human vessels arranged themselves in fluid patterns inspired by wolf pack hunting strategies. The Kraken's reinforcement fleet arrived exactly where predicted, their obsidian ships emerging from hyperspace in precise geometric patterns. Their arrogance showed in their lack of defensive scanning. "They haven't detected the quantum disruptors," Maya observed. Tactical analysis. 2,000 vessels detected, Martins reported. "They're arranging themselves in standard Kraken combat formation beta." The human fleet had spent decades studying the Kraken's tactics, practicing against their predictable patterns. While the aliens had stagnated in their superiority, humanity had evolved. "All Shadow Fleet vessels, maintain position," Maya transmitted through their quantum-encrypted network. "Remember your training. We're not here to match their strength. We're here to show them something new." While the Kraken's attention focused on their main fleet near Earth, smaller vessels slipped through their rigid sensor grid. Their systematic scanning patterns left countless blind spots for skilled pilots to exploit. 500 of Earth's most advanced stealth ships had successfully positioned themselves throughout the enemy formation. The Kraken commander's scaled face appeared on the main display. "Your species' defiance exceeds reason. Surrender now, and we may still show mercy." Maya didn't respond. Instead, she opened a channel to all Earth forces. Execute Phase 1. What happened next would be studied in military academies across the galaxy for centuries. The Kraken's perfect formation became their perfect trap. Earth's stealth ships activated their primary weapons, not the energy weapons the aliens expected, but devices that manipulated quantum fields themselves. The Kraken's shields, designed to stop conventional attacks, were useless against weapons that warped reality. Multiple enemy capital ships showing critical failures, Martinez reported with professional satisfaction. Their formation is breaking apart. Their command structure can't adapt to asymmetric warfare. Maya allowed herself a small smile. The Kraken had ruled space for so long they'd forgotten the art of real combat. They fought like administrators following a manual. Earth's forces fought like guerrilla warriors, using every advantage they could find. "Launch the Stingers," she commanded. Thousands of autonomous drones deployed from Earth's ships, each carrying miniaturized quantum lens technology. Based on the swarming behaviors of Earth's insects, they moved in patterns that the Kraken's targeting systems couldn't predict. The alien point defense systems, designed to track conventional missiles, struggled against the erratically moving drones. The Stingers slipped through their defensive screens, attaching themselves to enemy vessels. Once attached, they created localized quantum distortions that tore at the Kraken ship's molecular structure. "Enemy fleet attempting emergency jumps," Martinez announced. "They're calling for additional reinforcements." "Perfect," Maya responded, opening a channel to General Chen. "Shadow Fleet to command. Phase 1 complete. The Kraken main fleet is in disarray. They've lost approximately 40% of their capital ships." "Well done, Captain," Chen's voice came back. "But stay alert. The Kraken Empire is about to learn that retreat isn't an option. Prepare for Phase 2. Maya nodded, knowing this was just the beginning. The Kraken Empire was about to discover that humanity didn't just fight to survive. They'd fought to win. The battle for Sol had begun, and Earth's hidden guardians were teaching the galaxy's oldest empire their first lesson in humility. Continued. Turning point. Dr. Alana Wright monitored the quantum web from her command center deep beneath the Rocky Mountains. The holographic displays showed thousands of quantum field generators awakening across the solar system, each disguised as space debris. Quantum matrix at 97% capacity, her colleague Dr. Raj Patel reported. The Kraken reinforcements are approaching the trigger point. Through quantum sensors, Alana watched hundreds more Obsidian ships emerge from hyperspace near Mars. The aliens hadn't bothered scanning for quantum irregularities before jumping into the carefully prepared kill zone. Execute Phase 3. General Chen's voice came through the quantum comm. "Show them why you don't corner a species that evolved as both predator and prey." Alana's fingers danced across the neural interface, activating the quantum field network. The effect was devastating. The Kraken reinforcement fleet found itself trapped in a massive quantum web, their hyperspace corridors collapsed by calculated spatial distortions. Ships attempting emergency jumps were torn apart by conflicting quantum forces. "Their FTL systems are neutralized," Raj reported. "They're being forced into conventional space combat." The Kraken's rigid battle doctrine worked against them. Their ships, arranged in perfect geometric formations, became easy targets for Earth's more agile vessels. Human ships moved in unpredictable patterns, striking from multiple vectors simultaneously. "New energy signatures from the Kraken fleet," Raj warned. "They're charging their main weapons." The alien vessels unleashed devastating energy beams, but Earth's quantum shield technology, reverse-engineered from studying natural quantum phenomena, absorbed and redirected the attacks. The Kraken's most powerful weapons proved ineffective against humanity's defensive innovations. They're adapting, Alana observed, shifting to their secondary weapon systems. But the Kraken's adaptation came too late. Earth's quantum web had already trapped their main force, while human stealth ships continued their devastating hit-and-run attacks. The aliens' command structure, designed for coordinating large-scale fleet actions, couldn't respond effectively to multiple small-unit tactical strikes. General Chen, Alana reported, the quantum web is holding. The Kraken fleet is contained and taking heavy losses. Excellent, Chen responded. Prepare for their final gambit. They won't accept defeat easily. The Kraken commander's transmission cut through all channels, its multiple eyes blazing with fury. You primitive savages. You dare to challenge the might of the Kraken Empire. We will reduce your world to ash. Alana smiled grimly. They still don't understand. Initiating quantum resonance cascade. The quantum web began to pulse with energy, creating interference patterns that disrupted the Kraken ship's power systems. Their shields flickered and failed as the quantum distortions penetrated their defensive systems. Enemy fleet showing critical power fluctuations, Raj announced. Their command and control systems are failing. The battle had reached its turning point. The Kraken Empire was learning that technological superiority meant nothing against an enemy who had spent decades preparing for this exact moment. Humanity's quantum technology, developed in secret while maintaining a facade of primitive space capability, was proving more than a match for the Empire's conventional weapons. All Earth forces, General Chen's voice rang through the command network. Execute final attack pattern. Show them the full extent of humanity's strength. The trap was complete. The Kraken Empire's greatest fleet was about to discover that humanity's greatest weapon wasn't their technology. It was their determination to survive against any odds. Continued. Empire's Gambit. The Kraken Empire's Supreme Commander Zarkax deployed their final reserve fleet. 5,000 warships, the largest concentration of military power in the galaxy's history, prepared to crush Earth's resistance. Admiral Sarah Chen watched the massive fleet's approach from the UES Defiance Bridge. Status of Operation Checkmate. Quantum network fully charged, Captain Rodriguez reported. All defensive positions ready. The Kraken fleet emerged from hyperspace in a sphere formation around Earth, their obsidian hulls blocking out the stars. Zarkax's transmission reached every screen on Earth. Your resistance ends now. Surrender or watch your world burn. Chen activated the global defense network. Thousands of quantum generators hidden in Earth's orbit powered up simultaneously. The trap was sprung. Execute final protocol, Chen commanded. The quantum field generators created a cascading wave of spatial distortions. The Kraken's mighty fleet found itself caught in intersecting fields of warped spacetime. Their ships, designed for conventional warfare, had no defense against weapons that manipulated reality itself. Enemy fleet losing structural integrity, Rodriguez reported. Their power cores are destabilizing. The Kraken ships began to break apart as quantum forces tore at their molecular bonds. Their perfect formation dissolved into chaos as vessels attempted to escape the quantum web. Supreme Commander Zarkax made one final transmission, his multiple eyes wide with disbelief. Impossible. You were supposed to be primitives. Chen's response was cold. You made a critical mistake. You judged us by our public face, never considering we might be hiding our true strength. Humanity has survived extinction-level events before. We learned to prepare for threats like you. Earth's defensive grid activated its final sequence. The quantum web collapsed, crushing the remaining Kraken ships in a massive implosion of warped spacetime. The galaxy's most powerful empire had just lost its entire reserve fleet to a species they'd dismissed as primitive. All Earth forces, Chen broadcast, commence final cleanup operations. The Kraken Empire has lost its teeth. Now we show them our terms for peace. Continued. New dawn. The Kraken Empire's delegation arrived at the newly constructed Earth diplomatic station, their once proud bearing diminished by defeat. General Chen led the Earth delegation, backed by holographic displays showing humanity's revealed fleet strength. Your terms. The Kraken Supreme Council representative asked, multiple eyes downcast. Earth claims protectorate status over our solar system and neighboring sectors, Chen stated. The Kraken Empire will acknowledge humanity as an equal power. Additionally, you will share your technological database with us. Consider it reparations for your attempted conquest. The Kraken representative's scales shifted colors in agitation. And if we refuse? The quantum web technology that defeated your fleet. That was just one of our innovations. We have others. Chen activated a display showing Earth's next generation of warships. We spent decades preparing for threats like you. We can end this peacefully, or we can demonstrate more of humanity's defensive capabilities. The negotiations lasted 3 days. When they concluded, the galaxy's balance of power had fundamentally shifted. The Kraken Empire, for the first time in its history, signed a treaty of equals with a younger species. As the Kraken delegation departed, Captain Maya Patel joined Chen at the station's observation deck. They never suspected, did they, that their crashed ships over the years weren't accidents? Chen smiled. Operation Honeypot worked perfectly. Each crashed ship gave us exactly the technology we needed to advance our defenses. We built an entire fleet using their own innovations against them. And now humanity takes its place among the stars. Chen watched Earth rotate below them, its hidden defenses now revealed to the galaxy. But we'll maintain our edge. The quantum web was just the beginning. In labs across Earth, we're already developing the next generation of defensive technologies. You think we'll need them? The galaxy's watching now. They've seen a primitive species defeat the Kraken Empire. Some will seek alliance. Others. Chen's expression hardened. Others will see us as a challenge, but they'll find what the Kraken learned. Humanity doesn't just survive threats. We prepare for them. We adapt. We overcome. The stars seemed brighter now, filled with both promise and potential threats. Humanity had revealed itself to the galaxy, demonstrating that technological superiority meant nothing against innovation, preparation, and the will to survive. The age of hiding was over. The age of human advancement had begun. The end.